Welcome to TV Burp, the show in which we watch the TV so you don't have to. Well, of course, Celebrity Big Brother started last night, but as well as Sue Perkins, Les Dennis, Goldie and the rest of them, there's also another well-known figure in the house, but you don't see quite so much of him, as most of the time, he's hiding.
Osama, how are you getting on?
Well, I'm not happy about it, man. You know, I mean, that Les Dennis, right, he's got some bacon in the fridge and it's dripping onto my tofu, man. You know, like that really bad smell. That Sue Perkins off the bread advert, right, she's all over me, man. She's all, I mean, like, she's well fit, but back off, Sue, all right? I mean, I got 10 wives back home. You know what I mean? I got 10 wives. When they told me, like, Goldie was going to be on it, I mean, I thought they meant the dog off Blue Peter. Not a bloke with all the teeth. Now, I'm just not happy about it. I mean, I really miss my cave.
Ever wonder why you never see the tweenies without their heads off? And I'm a little bit anxious tonight because I've left Michael Jackson babysitting, you know. It's all right, I'm in a bungalow. Now, you know that sitting in watching TV can lead to obesity? Which brings me to Celebrity Fat Club. Sorry, Fit Club, Fit Club. And Tommy Walsh has had a relapse. Oh, I love this show. Here's Colleen Nolan being weighed in last week.
Last month you weighed 11 stone, 10 pounds.
Right.
And today you weigh 11 stone, 6 pound. 4 pound loss.
Good.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're probably like me. When you weigh yourself, you always have a doctor present, don't you? Always have a doctor. Just in case, you know, you fall off and perhaps scrape your tummy. You know, bang something nasty. The thing is, Doc, you know, shouldn't you be at work? Poor old Rick Waller. Oh, he's having a hard time. Yeah. See, this man, surely he should have his stomach stapled, right? To his arse. Cut out the middleman. No, be fair, it's been tough on Rick. And if you were Rick, you'd probably be looking forward to going home and maybe collapsing on your bed. And if you were Rick, perhaps you've been on a strict diet all this time and maybe you'd allow yourself one little treat.
But I'm just so exhausted. And I don't know, I'm just really looking forward to getting back to my place and collapsing on my bed. A nice bottle of water or something.
Yeah, treat yourself, a nice bottle of water. Really push the boat out. But the undoubted star of Celebrity Fit Club, for my money, is Ian McCaskill.
Ian said he hasn't rode a bike in 64 years. You all right? Hell, man. See, you working on hitting on the tree.
Same spot we fell last time.
That's the thing with riding a bike, it's so easy to forget how to do it, isn't it? The other week he forgot how to swim. Isn't it weird how people end up looking like they're toasters, though, eh? Emmerdale, the story of simple country folk.
Oh! Wish they made these things a bit smaller.
Did you know that every year over 12,000 country folk fall into their wheelie bins and become trapped? That's why we've started a campaign. Before you empty, lift the lid. Now, one of my all-time favourite programmes is Time Team, and Tony and his gang are back on Channel 4 with some of the highlights. What I love is the way they manage from a tiny bit of flint or something to build up a much bigger picture.
The house was taking shape, and we'd established that there was more than one. Working away clearing the floor of his roundhouse, Phil discovered this bone awl.
And I mean, that sort of polished tip, I mean, you can't make a thing like that, can you? You can only get that polish by using it.
Yeah. So
if that's polished, I'd like to see his shoes.
So from now on, whenever Grace looks out of her window, she'll be able to imagine several Iron Age roundhouses in her garden.
Yeah, just by looking at a tiny piece of bone, she can sit back and imagine a garden full of Iron Age dwellings. Come off it, lads! Hey? The best you can imagine from a piece of pointed bone would be another piece of pointed bone that looked a bit like it. Or at a stretch, a packet of them. Right? My advice to you is try finding something bigger. You know what I mean? Have a look at this bit.
Now, this is the ditch around the outside of Phil's house.
Yeah, this is the big roundhouse.
The big roundhouse. The roof's coming down like that.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is the front door.
The most you could say about that brown area is that it's mud. There's the time team lineup, look. And you thought Hearsay were weird looking. They did Lennon on Great Britain's in the week. Now I wonder, what's Liam Gallagher's son done to deserve that sort of attention? John Lennon, who once said, "Imagine there's no countries." It's all very well, John, but, where are you supposed to go on holiday? You haven't thought it through, have you? Now, I watched Children in Need last week, and I would have thought that surely by now they've raised enough money to get Pudsy's eye fixed. You know what I mean? I've got the slight idea that maybe he's milking it a bit. We managed to pick up this footage, suppressed by the BBC, of Pudsey himself leaving Television Centre after the Children in Need broadcast.
All right, girls. Well, I've been needing this. Wait a minute, where's my car? Where's my car? Get the producer down here now! This is a disgrace! They know who I am! Without me, there is no children in need!
See, in my experience, most children are in need of a good old-fashioned telling off. Still, that's just me. Now, Nigel was voted off Fame Academy this week, yeah, and he went back to the arms of his wife, Mel, who he hasn't seen for 4 weeks. Oh, which reminds me, I better just, Yeah. Hello, Mel? Yeah, it's Harry. Yeah, listen, love, I think it's probably better if I don't come over anymore. Yeah. What with him being back and everything, yeah. No, all right, yeah, no, yeah, I can't, not now, it's a little bit awkward. All right, yes, I'll talk to you later. And Amy was voted off Pop Stars to Rivals, hosted, in part, of course, by dear old Pete Waterman, who, let's face it, he is getting on in years. Here's a picture of him in makeup. He is old, Pete Waterman. He's so old, his first pair of shoes melted because when he was a kid, the earth was still hot. That's how old he is. His favourite dish at Christmas was roast dodo. That's how old he is. He's upset at the moment because he lost out to Henry Cooper to be the face of the flu jab. That's how old he is. Hey, is it me, or does Louis Walsh look a bit like Jimmy Cricket? You may laugh, but take a look at this clip of him on Pop Stars.
No, we'll all make a decision.
We're going to make a decision.
No, you're not. I'm going to go for Nina. That's just me.
Nina, you're through.
Oh, it's so annoying, though, isn't it, to have to wait to find out what happens in the soap. So we thought we'd use this Ouija board to see if we can contact the other side and see if they can give us any predictions.
Ouija board, Ouija board, Ouija board.
I am the ghost of EastEnders Park!
Man alive, it's Lou Beale. Take a seat, darling. Now tell me, what are your predictions for next week's EastEnders?
Pauline's getting depressed, and she goes and sits on a bench in the middle of the square.
You're sure it's the bench, not the allotments?
No, bench.
Or the swings?
Definitely bench.
Or Arthur's grave. Sometimes if she's fed up, she goes and sits there.
No, it's not that bad yet for the grave. Bench first, then swings, then allotment, then grave.
Lou Beale there. Hold on the Is it me, or has every actor that ever walked a stage at one time or another been in the bill? Here's just a few. Angie Watts, Den Watts, of course, and their daughter Sharon, Steve Owen, Neil off the Young Ones, and his flatmate Rick, Lily Savage, the bloke off the Carry-Ons, and Roger Daltrey. It's been ever so good of late. I enjoyed this particular exchange between Sergeant Boyden and a member of the public.
They had a gun and they took the car.
What sort of car?
The kids.
What kids?
The kids are still in the car.
The kids are in the car?
They took the car. I tried to stop them.
Listen, darling, can you tell us what sort of car?
It's a Mercedes black 4x4.
A four-wheel drive, yeah? Registration?
X469 something. I don't know. Please, the kids. I'm worried.
Don't worry, we'll find the kids.
Are they your kids? But where are the kids?
The kids are in the car.
The kids are in the car.
The kids are still in the car.
The kids are in the car.
The kids are in the car.
Is it me, or are the policeman actors in the bill getting younger? Shouldn't those kids be in the car? Even Todd Carty's joining the bill. Mark Fowler off of EastEnders. Yeah, of course, it was Mark Fowler who pushed nasty Nick Cotton off a roof. Could he possibly be at work in our TV highlight of the week? TV highlight of the week. That fridge.
Gary, watch your back! Put it down!
What? Yeah, in fact, the only person who hasn't been in the bill is me. Well, last week, I set about making my own uniform, some old tights, a blue mac, some wellies, some blue paint, and a walnut whip. Then I took a trip down to Sunhill. There we are. Oh, evening all. What do you think, eh? Uncanny, isn't it? Right, off to Sunhill. Morning, Ken. It's working. Morning, Super. Got any big cases for me to solve? I'm quite happy to go down to the Bronte estate, round up a few felons. I've got the van outside and everything. Who the hell are you? I'm DCI Hill. I'm on attachment from Emmerdale Central. Yes, they told me to come down here and solve a few crimes for you.
You never told us. Did they tell you, Robbie?
He's not on any list I've been given.
Oh, that's typical of them up at Emmerdale Central. It really is. The thing is, I'm here now, you know. I've got the uniform and everything. So, I must be kosher.
Yeah, he's got the uniform, Super. He must be genuine.
And the van?
Yeah, in the van.
Yeah, well, if he's not on any lists, he can't be in it.
But everyone else has been in it. You had the entire Watts family off EastEnders once. I'll catch a serial killer for you. Well, I just have to go it alone. Excuse me, sir. I'm DCI Hill for up at Sunhill, where they filmed the bill. Are these sleepers that you're passing out here? What are those?
Sorry, I cannot speak English.
Well, all right, on your way. Can I see your bus pass, please?
Right, I got my bus pass on.
All right, up against the wall. Come on, come on. DCI Hill from Sunhill Police Station. This car of yours.
Yeah.
When was the last time you gave it a clean?
About 8 months ago.
Yeah, it's filthy. Get it sorted, all right? You realise that walking slowly can hold up people on important business, don't you?
There he is, Guff.
Walking slowly.
There was something about the uniform didn't quite ring true.
I'm arresting you for impersonating a police officer. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when... Hang on, Gov. Look at this.
CI5, why didn't you say so?
Yes.
I'm very sorry.
All right, chatties, men. Go on, off you go.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Don't let it happen again. Oh, and fellas.
Yes, sir.
Smarten yourselves up a bit, eh? I don't know, Children in Need, Red Nose Day by Comic Relief. They're both good shows, but which is better? Well, there's only one way to find out. Fight! No, Russell, get off! Russell, get off! We'll see you after the break. Russell, no, Polka, just sit down, take it easy. Welcome back. Now, news just in, the Queen breaks her silence on royal butler Paul Burrell. I hate you, butler. Well, last night I came in a bit late. I'd had a few drinks. I threw my tie down like that on the carpet. I've got a green carpet, and I put down an Alka-Seltzer for the morning. And when I got up, I just sort of got up and I sort of looked at it like. It's the dome. The Alka-Seltzer is the dome. You hear it?
David Dickinson, what are you doing in the Big Brother house?
Well, I'm most disappointed. I should be here, really. I mean, it's just the sort of exposure I'm looking for. Do you know who I am? If I see that Davina McCall, I'll have her balls for earrings. I'm David Dickinson, and I am the Hunter!
Coronation Street is sponsored by Cadbury's. And look at this for product placement.
It's good to see you again.
She's even got a chocolate door. And her house is made of gingerbread. Well, Gail's mum, Audrey, of course, has been tricked into thinking she's losing her marbles.
Mum, you just can't live by yourself anymore. You're a danger. You're a danger to yourself.
Yeah, it seems you can get your elderly relatives put away just by hiding things. But to make completely sure, to really nail it, what I like to do is dress up in a German stormtrooper outfit, knock on my nan's door and ask her if she wants to buy any powdered egg. Yeah. That really confuses them. So Gail's husband, Richard, hatched a cunning plan to burn down Audrey's house, then use the insurance to rebuild it, then sell it. Now, wouldn't it have been easier to have just smothered her with a pillow? You know, just a pillow. Or an oven-ready chicken, you know. A chicken held over the face, you're dead within, 2 or 3 minutes. Longer with giblets, of course. But, people knock the soaps for being dumb, not Corrie.
Two different views of love, selfish or unselfish.
Clod of Clay gets involved in a philosophical debate with a pebble in a brook.
Really?
Yes. The clod of clay says, love seeketh not itself to please, while the cynical pebble says, love seeketh only self to please.
Yeah, that's all very well, but where are the kids?
The kids are still in the car.
The kids are in the car. Now, who saw David Starkey's Edward and Mary last week? Yeah, history. Not as popular as it used to be, is it? Here he is, talking about the unknown Tudors.
The Chronicle shows just how central the young king was to his own government.
Wait a minute, that's not a real Tudor, that's a normal boy dressed up. It's a mock Tudor. By the way, did you spot the historical inaccuracies in that clip? Get it right, Starkers! I love Life, but I love BBC Two's Life Laundry more. Take a look at this.
Oh, my goodness.
The Burrell family. Have a clear out. Here's host Dawna Walter attempting to get an insight into why they've got so much stuff.
It was a gift from my parents, actually. So it's not handmade one. And are your parents both still living? No. My dad's dead, mum's in Australia. So.
Are your parents both living? No, my dad's dead, my mum's in Australia. Oh, she's as good as dead, isn't she? Yeah, I've got all my family insured against injury, loss of limb, and going to Australia. Now, this family, they've got far too much stuff, basically. They've got 10 of everything when they should only have one. I mean, even their photographs are made up of more than one photo.
One of the hobbies I have is photography, and I take pictures of seaside piers. So I do them as joiner pictures, so there's perhaps 6 or 7 different shots in one picture.
Yeah, now, maybe I'm being dumb here, but surely you could get the whole pier in the one photo if you stood further away. You wouldn't have to do a joiner photograph. Stand further away, mate. All right. What the... Viv? What? You're miles away from Emmerdale, darling. I'll make sure you're on the next bin wagon home. All right, yes, stay where you are. Well, just time now for a quick roundup of the papers. Tomorrow's papers, the Weatherfield Recorder. They're going with Baldwin takes on more staff. The Wolford Gazette, Pauline spotted on bench. Family fears she's a bit depressed. And finally, the Sunhill Times, they've gone with kids found. In the car all along. What the? It's in the casket! Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. When the night is over, like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone, gone, gone. Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. And when the day is done and the sun goes down and the moonlight shining through, then like a sinner before the gates of heaven, I'll come crawling on back to you. Like a bat out of hell. Like a bat out of hell. Like a bat out of hell. Like a bat out of hell.
I found my baby, wait!
Sue, darling, don't bother with that. I'm David Dickinson, and I am the hunter.
Ah.